Today we're looking at another golf resort. Now this golf resort is only 10 minutes from where I live at Campasole. It's quite a really big golf course. It's an 18-hole golf course. We've just seen a sign back there for the complex, which is the Condado del Alhama. Now this place has got a huge entrance to it. You just can't believe it. At the moment, I'll get this said then. So I've got a bit of a frog in my voice today. We're just driving alongside it at the moment. This is the RM3 going down towards Alhama de Murcia. So we're just going to turn here. There's the signpost for it, the Condado del Alhama. So as we approach the roundabout at the top here, that's the start of it. It's a long one. So it's got 5k on it. Just a reminder, below the video is all the information about this video, be it the music, the equipment I use, also a little bit about the actual video itself. Up in the top left hand corner there will be videos related to this video. Also, if you check out my playlist on my channel, I've got loads of videos on there, guys. Please check it out. Now, if you want to fund me, which would be fantastic, below the video in the description there'll be two links. One is for buy me a coffee, which is most appreciated, but also you can buy a t-shirt, which will look like this. The other thing is, what's the other thing? The other thing is, guys, you've got to subscribe. If you like the stuff, yeah, please subscribe. Comments are fantastic. Ring the bell. That's a handy. That won't make you forget, because I always say, guys, at the end of my videos, you've got to keep watching or you're going to miss something. Anyway, you can go back and enjoy the video now. But yeah, keep watching. So this is the entrance into it. You'll be able to see something at the top there. It's the signage for it, I suppose. Like a big monument, isn't it? Lovely views around here. So today's the 25th of February. Coming into March soon. Temperatures sort of around about 19, 20 now. We've had some lovely days, but today we got a bit of a cloud. So you've got plenty of signage. Now this is the way in. It's a huge entrance. I'm going to explain a little bit more about what's going on to my right here, why we've got all this space. Because what it is, it's parking, but I'll explain that at the end. What I'm going to do now, because we've still got a fair way to go into the golf complex itself, so I'm going to start the information I've got right from the beginning. 2001, this was part of the Polaris World complex development project, whatever you want to call it, in the Murcia Region. So the golf course is in the southeast of Spain. Polaris World wanted to keep all the golf courses quite close to each other, so they had 6 courses built over that period of 2001 within about a 25-kilometre radius. Now this course here, to you golfers, it probably means something, but to me it doesn't mean anything. I don't know if this is an American term or what. They call it the Golden Bears Signature course at Alhama. It's the flagship. The other courses that the Polaris World had was Marmignor, La Tour, Sarines, never heard of that one, El Val, and the Hacienda Riquelme. This is a Jack Nicklaus course, I should say. Now, this whole complex here, we've only got 1 golf course. They was going to build 3 of them. The other 2 are on hold. Now, these other 2 would have been over to our left, a bit further down here. But they have been developing, you know, it hasn't stopped. But thankfully, it actually in this complex we're driving into now, it's all finished. and they are actually doing some new builds, which is good to see. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drive around the complex first, show you the amenities, the apartments and whatever else, and then we'll finish off at the golf. So I'm just going to drive into the entrance now. 24-hour security, they're pretty good here. They always check. I'm on their record anyway because I come in here quite a lot.
Hola.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Son Alfred.
It is. Correcto.
Okay. You the golf?
Yes, sí.
Okay.
Sí. Yeah, gracias.
Bien, muy bien. Okay. You the golf. Muy bien, the morning. Buenos días.
Yeah, buenos días. Yeah, I don't know him. So I thought what we'd do first, we'll just drive around where the apartments are and that, give you a feel for the place. Now it's quite early, it's just gone 10 o'clock in the morning, and obviously this is low season because this is the winter period. Now there are pools about, there's lots of community pools, there's a play area, we're just going past on the right here. The apartments that you can see on the left actually look over the golf course itself, so obviously the ones at the top you get a fantastic view. So we're talking what, nearly 20 years now I suppose on some of these properties. They have been adding these every now and again, and what I will do, I will have a look around some of the community pools. They've got one just over there. I'm just going to give you a drive around first. It's well kept, well looked after. Now if you're just going to come down and play golf, you would come down here anyway. This is where the golf, I wouldn't say golf club is, but this is where you would go to pick up your trolley and everything else. Now this year I'm going to be hooking up with two other golfers, Jackie and Nick, who know more about golf than me. Now just over to our left now, you can actually see the main clubhouse over there. That looks over the golf course itself. That's where you would go. That's the car park there. We'll come back to that later. I just want to show you how big this part is. Now we just went past the letterboxes then. A lot of places on these urbanizations have the letters all together outside, but they still will deliver, especially Amazon will deliver to your door if you give them the correct address. Just gone past another communal pool. Okay, so we've virtually come to the end of the apartments here. Now you can follow that road on around and come out. There is another way out of this place as well. So these are what I class as the cube houses. You can see what I mean. I think these are 2-bedroom properties. Now there are people living in some of them. Now I would imagine most of these are going to be like summer lets, you know, especially for people that's on golfing holidays and things like that. But it's well kept, nice and tidy. There obviously there is a community fee. I I don't know what the community fee is. I presume we're probably talking about €100 upwards. I don't know. So if anybody that lives there, that'd be great, guys, if you could have that information, because that is so helpful for people. Big complex you see straight in front of us, that's the shopping area. Now you can see the poster boards here of the new builds. That's the first phase. That's Mr. Robert. I'll see him later on. Anyway, apparently those build there, I mean, we're in late February, they're supposed to be completed by May, that first one. They could build 2 further blocks. Now on our left here, they've already started putting in the footings in. These are going to be the villas that they're building that will go right up to these tennis courts up here, which is just about here, yeah. When I say tennis courts, looking at it now, it looks like sort of football pitches. So anyway, this end's called the gardens, or the jardines. A lot of these have got their own sort of communal pools. As you can see, plenty of walking. We'll have a quick look around some of these as well. Recycle bins here, you've got plenty of bins about as well. So to our right now is the actual golf course itself, and you can see the apartments right over to our right now, but you can't see that at the moment. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drive you right down to the end of the jardine. Now each jardine is numbered, so we're counting down now. But as you can see, it's well looked after. There's no sort of messy trees. Now over in the distance is the Sierra Spooner. Obviously we're not far from Mavron and the Mavron the Port. Well, we've just gone past the Condado Club. That's a restaurant that's open most of the day. I'll tell you a little bit more about that when we get back to it. Now this road is like a complete circuit. It goes round the whole complex, and you can actually, if you carried on driving, we're not going to do it, but we can carry on driving and we can come out at another exit. Okay, so we come to the end of the buildings now. So this is where the Condado Club is. So you got tennis courts here. People. Alright. I think the big swing there. Sometimes I have to make sure that it's not like a one-way street, but it is a two-way road. So there's the Condado Club to the left. Calf bar it's got on there. Now where the lady's standing on the phone, there's a property maintenance company there, and also a gymnasium. Now you got, I take it these are squash courts. I don't know, obviously this time of year there's not a lot going on, and then you got your volleyball and everything else. So if you're an active person, yeah, you're going to be quite busy. Or would you want to be that busy, especially in the height of the summer when it's really hot? So we're going to come out of this, go past the building again, give you an idea. Now also up on our left here is, I notice, is more mailboxes, and also there's a ticket thing where if you want to do any activities, you can, there it is here on, just coming up now if you can see it, where you can book your tickets to, I don't know, the zoo, if you want to go on the motorbikes and whatever else, it can all be dealt with there. Temperature is 21.5, sorry, just gone up to 22, which can't be bad. And it does feel like it. I haven't got the aircon on properly yet. So I'm just gonna drive into the, what I call the shopping centre. I think it's called the Casa. The place on the right there, that's a new build. Now that white building, what it is, it's actually what the inside's going to look like. But I will be coming back and I will be going in there and making a video of what you expect to find inside it. So we're just going into the car park area. This reminds me of Jurassic Park, to be honest. So we're coming into the main shopping area now. We've got a huge car park here. So you've got the supermarket, which is open all year round. Got the toilets. Okay, so I mean, during this time of year, it's not going to be a lot open. There's a couple of bars. They've got a Clover over there. It's open. It's the Sky Bar. You got State Agent, tapas place, and that's where I go. The Big G's. That's not open yet. Oh, sorry, yeah, it is open for breakfast only. But yeah. People are going to say, what the hell's this? It's not a swimming pool, that's for sure. Good to see toilets dotted about, because you don't want to be caught short when you're out golfing. So I'm going to give you the up-to-date news now. So we're in 2020, February 25th. About a year ago or so, Polaris World went bankrupt. Now GNK has taken over this complex and 3 others. So they call it the Signature Golf. I think this is the main one. I can't be 100% sure now. So any of you guys that are a part of GNK, please let me know, because the more information the better, as I'm concerned. So GNK, they've got a clubhouse, they've got a golf shop there, they've got a restaurant there, they've got a nice viewpoint. Obviously it's the place where you can pick up your electric buggy or your trolley. I haven't got the fees on some of those things, but I do have the golf fees. But I'm not going to go through it all. So if it's Joe Public going in there, I've got the fees here. 18 holes, this is what this course is, by Jack Nicholson. It's 93 euros each, not for 2 people, but for each. Now if you're actually living here as a resident, it's 59 euros each. But if you're a member, now I'm not too sure on this, so GNK, please let me know what's all that about. But it's, if you've got a Golf R holder, it's only 9 euros each, which is a vast difference, but no doubt the membership fee is probably a high figure. But now don't forget, you got use of the other 3 courses, which are obviously this one, you got Alval, you got Hacienda Requiem Golf and La Tour Golf. I haven't been to Alval yet, but I know the other 2 fantastic courses, and it's nice going around. Looks like this one's well kept as well. But please let me know, guys, especially you golfers that have been here recently, what do you think? Some people say it's a long course. If you wanted to hire out the electric buggy, it's going to cost you 33 euros, but that's for all of you. Or if you want to be like me, walking around a manual trolley, is going to cost you 9 euros, which, yeah, but electric, I'll be honest, I've been on those electric ones, they are fantastic. Have I got any more information to tell you? Oh yeah, so there's 5 large lakes here and 116 bunkers. Now to a golfer, I don't know if that's a nightmare, but I imagine it's a bit of a challenge. Anyway, lovely day. Ducks are chirping their heads off. So, on the way out, the gate's open, that's good. Just make sure he didn't come down. No. Yeah, he's right. Okay, straight over is another what I call the island. And also last year they built a new play park, picnic area. They got some further squash courts further up. And now there is rumour for later this year or maybe into next year on about building another restaurant over there as well. We'll have to wait and see on that. I said at the beginning I would tell you what all that space is as we come in, and what it is, it's car parking. Now this car parking goes all around the whole complex on the outside, not in the complex but on the outside of it. So this is like the ring road. So if I pull over to my right now, this is car parking. Now it's nothing to do with the golf complex. This was all put in by the Alhama, the Murcia Council. And what this is going to be the overspill. Now, we're going back 10 years now, 2010, maybe 12, when the area was going to build a Paramount theme park, not far from here. And what this was going to be the overspill. There was going to be electric points, there was going to be coach pickup points. You can just imagine the amount of car, if this place had ever opened. You got disabled spaces here, there's coach pickup points. Anyway, the Paramount never happened, but they had to put in the infrastructure first, obviously, to obtain getting it built. They did all the roads, they built the Corvair Airport, which now is open. But yeah, what happened with that? I ain't got a clue. I think last year they actually held a it's right, I'm behind a police car now. Yeah, I think last year they had during the sorry, I've got lost now. Yeah, last year during the summertime on a Friday night, they actually held an outdoor market. So, anyway, hope you found that interesting. I can only show you parts of it. Unfortunately, I didn't go into the golf shop and ask about any more information, really. I'm hoping that GNK will probably pick up on this and add some comments below. That'd be fantastic. I'll be doing another one very shortly. I'm into the golf season now. Like I said at the beginning, I've hooked up with 2 other main golfers. Hopefully I'll be meeting them sort of April time and can give you a lot more information about the golf resorts. But today, hope you enjoyed it. As I always say, you've got to keep watching, guys, because if you don't, you miss something. Anyway, I'll catch you on the next one.